Hi, I'm Jamie from Bespoke Restoration. We've been asked to do the restoration work on the windows here at the Gardener's Cottage in Kylemore Abbey. As you can see from the windows behind me, they're in poor shape. We're actually replacing these windows because they're a modern window and the rest of the windows in the building are heritage. So we've stripped all the heritage windows down to bare wood, replacing any rotten timber with new pitch pine, and the same throughout the building. So we'll be replacing some of the rotten pieces of timber up here, doing any repairs that need to be done, making a new finial at the top to match the other one on this side, basically giving the place a bit of a spritz. So most people subconsciously appreciate an old window, but they don't realise what they're seeing. So the glass is the fundamental part of a heritage window because it's made through blowing the glass into a cylinder, cutting the cylinder, laying it out flat and letting it dry flat, which allows for all the impurities and ripples in the glass. So you'll see old windows have got a wobble in them. You can, if you move your head, you can see it distort. That's the part that we're trying to save, and that's the one thing people don't actually notice, but they'll still subconsciously understand what the value is in it. Before we restored the windows, we had to do a full survey of the building, ascertain what parts were damaged or rotten and what needed to be replaced. When you're doing heritage work, you've got to replace as little timber as possible. So you're literally cutting out the rotten bit until you get to good wood, and then you just keep it there. So it's as little as possible, as little interference as possible. On these old window frames, you can see we've had to cut out good 8 inches of the frame because it was rotten. The old sills are flat, so the water was sitting on them. The new sills will have a slope to bring the water away. Sitting water is the biggest problem for timber, so we're going to have to replace the whole sill and the bottom 8 inches of these on both sides. You can see historical repairs. So typically you splice in a piece of timber, you cut it at an angle so that the water flows away from the cut. This other repair has failed, so we're going to have to replace that. The windows themselves were in generally good condition. Typically on sash windows, it's the bottom rail of each sash that holds the water and rots out first. So that's what we're trying to replace.